all this start for you? Where did this start? I'm talking about teaching and being a professor at University of Lagos.
It's interesting because it was Awojobi that brought me back.
Okay.
When I finished my youth corps in 1974, I came round to the campus with a view to preparing for my interview for the Nigerian Navy. It was a Friday,
Okay.
and Professor Awojobi was the head of the department there. He saw me and he said, Adelebigbe, how are you? What are you doing? I said, I just finished my youth corps. I said, what do you want to do? I said, I have an interview for the Navy on Monday. He said, why do you want to go to the Navy? We want you to join us. And he said, okay, just follow me. And he took me to the VC.
Okay.
And that was how I became a member. Well, at that time, I had 5 different scholarships.
Okay.
So
wow.
I could do whatever I wanted to in Germany. So I told Professor Adegojobi, and he said, why do you want to study another language? Forget about it. Then I had admission at Imperial College to Sheffield. And he was the one who suggested MIT. He said, you know, MIT is better than Imperial. And that is interesting because he's a distinguished alumnus of Imperial College. Because it took me almost 3 months to fill the graduate form because you have to include everything, the courses you have taken and the like. Anyway, I filled it and I forgot it. 6 months later, I just got a letter that they've given me admission.
Okay.
So I went to Professor Awojobi, who was the head of the department then, and I said, Prof, I just received this letter yesterday. I said, from MIT, they've given me admission. He said, congratulations. You don't need any of those scholarships again. Unilag will sponsor you. Your salary will be going on, and you go for your graduate program.
Wow.
And I knew there was nothing better than that. So,
Okay, so you seem like you know Professor Awojobi very well.
as the first graduate of the department that was sponsored on study leave with pay, I mean, if you are talking about Awojobi boys, I'm one of the few.
Okay. Okay, so
Awojobi is an unusual person. He likes challenges and he encourages students to challenge themselves. Because it was creative, you know, because I didn't know what to do, really.
okay, so does that kind of challenge, innovative challenge still exist? What do you think about now, the current situation of innovation amongst?
I noticed that a lot of things have changed. I'm not too sure the students are being challenged, either in class or through their project, because I see some of the project topics. So it's disappointing, and why it is because even the lecturers, most of the lecturers, I don't believe they are very active in practice. You understand? So it's only when you are active that you can see things that you can now bring back to the class to teach the students.
Yes.
So, and that was the essence of Unilag Consult that we started when we came back from the US. Because before then, they didn't allow lecturers to practice, especially most of the lecturers that schooled in UK. So I don't think the students are getting the right challenge that will address them focusing on solving societal problems. Primary problem I see is that the leadership at the level of governance, the national leadership, even within the university system, I was talking about even the lecturers not challenging it. We don't have a tradition of trying to solve our problems by ourselves.
Okay.
And no country develops by only inviting outsiders to come and solve for you. And it has to do with your understanding of what kind of economy you want the country to pursue. Is it a production economy or a trading economy? A trading economy is a consumer type of economy. You just bring things in and you use it. You don't think how it's made, where it is made, what material and things. And it's the same thing. Even when you look at government policies, they come up with economic recovery and growth plan. That plan, from what I've seen, only supports a trading economy. There's no way Nigerians are challenged. I'll give you an example, the modular refineries. First of all, it's bad enough you are destroying people who are making one way or the other refining petroleum products and
Yes.
using it. You say it's illegal. I have no problem with that. What is the government doing to replace that? Look at their approach. They went outside the country.
Yes.
They said they want to bring in a modular refinery. That doesn't make sense. That's what you should have challenged some of the chemical engineering departments in the university and say, well, we have a challenge. Our people are doing this. Can you come up with a modular refinery? Design, build, fund it.
Definitely.
By the time they do that, there'll be a lot of confidence about what we work in. We have an attitude of looking outward. We don't have confidence
In
in the
ourselves.
ability of Nigerians to solve Nigerian problems. And except we do that, we can never grow. That is the truth. The country has to challenge
Itself.
and put their money where their mouth is. That's what leads to technological self-reliance, growth, and things like that, and sustainability. Because you have been my students, and you know what it is. If
Yes.
you don't have an experience doing something with your hands, there's no way. Knowledge by reading is just one aspect of it. That is knowing the language of the profession. The country that you're operating in must continue to guarantee patronage by giving you consistent challenges, because it's true that you have expertise and you develop. Right now in the country, the leadership, they don't understand that. And that's why I'll give you another example. Look at the Agric. The Minister of Agriculture went to bring in some equipment from one country, and he was so excited. When I looked at the exhibition at Abuja some time ago, about a month ago, most of those fabricators can fabricate those things. All you need is, okay, you like this equipment, link the manufacturers with local people and say,
see how they can
if you
produce
can make them, we give you patronage. You make so many thousands for the farmers in Nigeria. That's how you develop this railway system. To me, it's a fantastic thing, but the way they have conceived it is a social thing. It's going to support a trading economy, not a production system. Why? You ask the Chinese to come and build railway in the system. 75% of the cost of those railways is in the track. It's the manufacturer of those track, iron and steel material, that makes the money. So what you have done is to keep the economy, the iron and steel industry in China, very busy. They will produce it for you, then you will ship it. And when you look at the cost breakdown, the transportation cost from China to Nigeria is going to be double that of the production cost. But how do you think they should have done it? They should have tied that project to Ajaokuta steel industry. Because the first phase of Ajaokuta is supposed to provide and produce 590,000 tons of billets for those tracks. So you can imagine if those are being made in Nigeria, how many thousands of workers will be employed.
Definitely.
And you will have capacity building. And if you look at the history of railway expansion in the US, it is tied to the expansion of the iron and steel industry. Now we have lost an opportunity.
Have you heard about the Professor Adila Ojobi design competition conceived in this faculty?
By the students.
By
I
the
think it's a
students, yes.
very good thing, because that's what Awojobi stood for in its time.
Okay.
And I'm sure we'll be very glad to realize that some students many years after have tried to revive that. And that's the nature of cycle. Maybe you are in the cycle whereby you now appreciate what my late professor stood for. Really, yes. I've heard about it, and I think it's a good thing. How you will articulate it in a way that it will motivate the student is what we are waiting to see.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for this interview.
Okay, all the best.
All the best. Thank you, sir.
you.